Hello and welcome to AC3720 Governmental and Nonprofit Accounting. My name is Bob Steele. I'll be your instructor for this mod. My contact information is here with the email address, the phone number. This is a website that houses some of instructional videos for the accounting classes. This is the office hours, Monday 6 p.m. It is Pacific time, and we have a different call-in number because it is a conference line call, so multiple students can call at the same time. We also have a URL if we wanted to choose to do a screen share through this time and work through any kind of problems at that time. If you cannot make the office hours, that is okay. They're just basically office hours. If you want to talk at a separate time, then you can email or call and we can see if we can set up another time to meet in that format as well. This website right here, if you click on that, this website houses a lot of the videos for some of the accounting class. I didn't put this the videos for this class in there at this time. They'll be housed somewhere else. But the governmental accounting, what we're going to do in governmental accounting oftentimes is compare the differences. So just like many of our other accounting classes, when we move from one topic to another, often we're going to say that many of the things are the same and we want to focus on the things that are different. So when we go from a sole proprietor to a partnership or a corporation, many of the things are the same, like chapters 1 through 4 apply to all formats, and they also apply to this format, chapters 1 through 4 in our main accounting textbook. But partnerships, of course, differ in terms of the capital account, the format of two partners rather than one partner and whatnot. Going into governmental accounting, we have the same type of idea, being that much of the things are the same. We're going to use a balancing equation, some form of a balancing equation. We want to look at the things that are going to differ. And therefore, it's always a good idea to go back to the core concepts. So if you wanted to drop down over here and look at the accounting core concepts or some of our prior classes, you can scroll into these pages and just compare and contrast them to some of the concepts we've looked at in the past. And these will basically give you some of those videos and links that you can go through and go back and compare and contrast them to some of the prior classes and concepts that you may have looked at and learned. Going back to Moodle Rooms up here, we have, of course, the syllabi here. You can take a look at the syllabi. We have the contact information up top. We got the course description. There are prereqs of AC1110 and AC1160 for this class to be taking this class. There is no textbook, so it's not in Connect, it's not even an ebook. We're going to use resources basically that are linked to this course from the Moodle shell. You can take a look at your resources down here. I'm going to scroll down to the categories, and the way I would approach basically any of these classes that you are taking are that I would shoot for 100% of this 21% of the grade. So discussion forums, I would try to pick up 100% of those, and as far as the assignments and the homework, I would try to pick up as much of those points as possible as well, so that you go into the quizzes with as big a cushion as possible. That's how I would approach basically any of the accounting classes. Pick up as many of these points as possible. You have the most control over those and the most control over these. Move into the quizzes, midterm, and final, which as much as points as possible. Do as well as you can on them, and make sure to take the quizzes by the Sunday and not miss those, because you cannot generally make those up unless there's an unusual circumstance, in which case you email me and I would take that by a case-by-case basis to see if we should grant an extension or not. Alright, and then we got the homework grid you can take a look at. We've got the welcome letters that you can take a look at. We've got the course announcements here, so if we scroll into there, we have the study buddy. If you did want to contact anybody else within the course, you can go to participants and contact other people that are taking the course and get together and talk about any concepts that you so choose, and that would be a good thing to do. Core accounting concepts, I do recommend going back all the time to the core accounting concepts and comparing what is going to be the same and different from governmental accounting and private accounting. Many of the concepts are going to be the same. We're going to have the same double entry concept and balancing things out. Some of the things that will be different that really kind of complicate the issue of government and nonprofit will be the differences in objective, meaning that the government accounting doesn't have the same kind of profit motive as the for-profit, and it doesn't always operate in basically a market situation as a for-profit. And so those things could actually make things a little bit more difficult in some ways, because the market is something that helps to regulate the companies a lot of the time. So taking those things out, we're going to change the wording of the accounting equation a bit, but you still want to see what is the same and what differs. You got the videos and the audios if there's any issues on that, and for some reason I posted that twice, but it's the same thing. I'm going to go back to the cookie trail up top and see what else we have here. You've got your virtual office. If you have any questions, you can post them there so the whole class can take a look at that. They can answer any questions at one time. And then you've got the introduction. So make sure to do the introduction in the first week. Here's my introduction. So you're just going to reply here, tell us what mod you're in, and so on and so forth. And so that would be great to see that for the intros. Going to go back to the cookie trail up top, and that's going to be basically it for the overview. So class.